What's up, YouTube? Two movies here. Now, since of course, this year is pretty much has been pretty solid with films and all. So the next couple of months looks pretty solid as well. So I'm going to be doing my top, not my top 10, but my top 20 anticipated movies coming in the rest of the year, because there's lots to look forward to. So with that being said, here's my top picks. All right. Coming in at number 20, I'm going to go with Cyrano. Now, Cyrano is directed by Joe Wright, who's directed lots of period based movies such as Pride and Prejudice, Atonement. He recently gave us that Netflix film, The Woman in the Window, which, yeah. Now, Cyrano is actually based, of course, this Cyrano film is actually based on a Broadway musical that stars Pierre Dinklage, who, of course, starred in the original Broadway musical. And of course, it follows the life of Cyrano, a French novelist and playwright of the 17th century. You also got Haley Bennett, Brian Tyree Henry, uh, Ben Mellis is in this. This definitely sounds really intriguing. I mean, Peter Dinklage in this could be interesting to watch. It's supposed to be a musical as well, so I'm gonna be curious to hear Peter Dinklage actually bust a tune. That should be interesting to hear. But yeah, it could be interesting to watch. All right. Coming in at number 19, I'm of course going to go with the legacy of Macbeth. Now, of course, this is based on Shakespeare's iconic play, starring Denzel Washington, Frances McDormand, directed by Joe Cohen. Of course, this is pretty much the first time the Coen brothers are, pretty much are doing films separate. So this is literally going to be his first film that he's doing that's not directed by him or his brother. So it could be interesting. You also got Corey Hawkins in this. I mean, the Macbeth story has been told countless of times. I admit my favorite Macbeth adaptation might be a little controversial because the director, my favorite Macbeth adaptation will always be the Roman Polanski one. That I always get kicked out. But that's it. I'm really looking forward to see Denzel as Macbeth. Frances McDormand. I mean, could this be our fourth Oscar? Who knows? But it is of course A24, so there's that too. So hopefully it'll be decent. All right, coming in at number 18. Speaking of actors reprising their roles from Broadway in the future, coming in at number 18, I'm gonna go with Dear Evan Hansen. Now I have not really seen the Broadway musical, so I can't really comment on that. So, but all right, the dude, of course, playing the lead of Ben Platt. This dude is literally he's literally older than me, and he's actually playing a high schooler. Yeah, I'm like, this dude literally has a beard and what? Oh, okay, it's a little weird to see, but of course he played the character on Broadway, so I guess they could find another actor that could be better than Rowe. But it does look really intriguing. If you guys don't really know much about the story, it's about a high school senior who suffers from social anxiety disorder, which lets him to struggle, at school. His journey of self-discovery and acceptance begins falling on the, and he's also trying to deal with acceptance. And there's also a suicide fellow harassment as well. The film also has Caitlin Dever, Amanda Stenberg, Amy Adams, Julianne Moore is in this. The trailers have looked really decent. It is a musical film, so there's that too. I mean, this year is pretty big with musicals. We just had In the Heights. Like I told you, Cyrano's of course a musical. There's another musical film that's in my top list that I'm going to talk about here in a bit. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to checking this one out. It does look intriguing, and it's from the same director, Perks of Being a Wallflower. So there's that too. All right, coming in at number 17, I'm gonna go with Cry Macho. Now, Cry Macho, of course, stars and is directed by Clint Eastwood, who, by the way, the dude is literally, I think he's 91. How old is he again? I think it's what age? Yeah, the dude's literally 91, and he's still directing and starring in films. And you want to know how awesome Clint is? Like, he literally shot this film during the pandemic. Like, Clint Eastwood was not even gonna let something like a it's not even gonna let something like a virus stop him from making movies. So that's how awesome Clint is. But anywho, Now here's what Cry Macho is about. A one-time rodeo star and washed-up horse breeder in 1978 takes a job from an ex-boss to bring the man's young son home and away from his alcoholic mom. Crossing River Mexico on their back way to Texas, the unlikely pair faces an unexpectedly challenging journey during which the world-weary horseman may find his own sense of humor of redemption through teaching the kid what it means to be a good man. This Clint Eastwood definitely has some of the best filmographies. I think he's a good actor, but I think he's even a better director. Like his directing films has been really intriguing. I believe his last film was of course The View, which was really decent. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. It looks interesting. So sign me up with this one. All right. Coming in at number 16, I'm gonna go with King Richard, which of course is a film about about Richard Woods, who's of course the father of tennis players Serena and Venus Williams. Now, this film could, of course, I don't know, possibly be Will Smith's chance at the Oscars. Will Smith looks so good in this movie. Uh, the story arc looks interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. So hopefully it'll be decent. All right, coming in at number 15. Still not 100% sure if this is even coming out this year because we haven't had any news about like any update on a release date or anything like that. I mean, it could possibly, I don't know, get like a late December release. That's always a possibility. But that is, of course, being the Ricardos. Now, this is, of course, directed by Aaron Sorkin, who's of course, last film was that Chicago 7 film, and being the Ricardos, of course, stars like of Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball with Harvey Bardem as Desi Arnaz. I mean, this definitely sounds intriguing. I know there's lots of hateism of pretty much, or I should say criticism of Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball. But Lucille's real life daughter actually came out, and so like I guess she like saw a screen of it or something like that, or a cut of it, and says that Nicole Kidman did such a wonderful job. So hey, if Lucille's Ball's mother Doris says that Nicole Kidman did a fantastic job. I got this to benefit down. I mean, it could be interesting. I always do love films about old Hollywood, and this could be really cool. I mean, Aaron Sorkin is a really interesting director. I mean, from Mother's Game to Trial Chicago 7. Hopefully this is coming out this year because, like I said, they have not really had like any news on a release date or anything like that. So this could easily either come out this year or next year. That's always a possibility. But anyway, all right. Coming in at number 14, I'm going to go with Marvel's The Eternals. Now, of course, I would have added Shang-Chi, but that's coming out literally this week, so no point in me even adding it in my list. But now, this could easily get delayed, by the way. I mean, if Eternals flops, there's a 100% sure chance this thing could probably get delayed. But I'm definitely looking forward to check out The Eternals. It looks intriguing. I mean, it is directed by Chloe Zhao, who, of course, last time she directed a movie, she won her first ever Oscar for it, which was Nomadland. And she is, of course, the first. She's actually the first Asian female to direct a Marvel film, and I like how in the trailers they actually add from Oscar-winning director Chloe Zhao, so could be interesting there. You got really cool cast from Angela. You got Angela Jolie's in this, Sam Hayek, Brian Tyree Henry, Kit Harington, Richard. Richard Madden in this. I mean, it looks really cool. The sci-fi element sounds interesting. I don't know much about the Eternals or anything like that. Like, I never really read the Eternals comics, and I know lots of people say that this thing's just gonna fly because no one knows about the Eternals. You know what? You know another comic film people said that was gonna fly because no one knew about them. Guardians of the Galaxy, and we saw how that turned out. So I think this could easily become the next Guardians of the Galaxy. To be honest, yeah, but yeah, we'll see. All right, coming in at number 13, I'm gonna go with No Time to Die. Of course, this is the latest Bond film that could easily get delayed again. I mean, yeah, I've been giving up on Bond's release date, but anyway, I'm still looking forward to checking it out because I have been liking these trailers. Dan is of course Daniel Craig's final outing as James Bond. So yeah, I do quite like the Bond movies. They are pretty fun. Bond is one of the most iconic action characters of all time. So seeing another one could be really interesting. And this definitely looks cool. So, and you got Remy Malik as a villain. Andy Armas is in this. Lashana Lynch is also in this. So I'm still definitely looking for to check out No Time to Die. All right, coming in at number 12, I'm gonna go with a film called Soggy Bottom. Now, uh, Soggy Bottom is of course directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, who's best known for directing movies such as Boogie Nights, Punch Drunk Love, Magnolia. His last movie was of course Found Dread, which I was not too big with. But this film, of course, is supposed to have Bradley Cooper. Uh, you also you also got Phil Seymour Hoffman's son in this, so it's supposed to be like his first feature. Should be interesting. I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson has of course worked with Phil Seymour Hoffman before, so keeping in the family there. But anyway, now here's what Soggy is about. It follows a high school student who becomes an actor in the 1970s, and of course he has like a friendship with his teacher here. I mean, it is Paul Thomas Anderson, and he is a really intriguing director. So I'm definitely looking forward to check this one out because Anderson's the director of it, and you got Bradley Cooper. So I don't know, it could be interesting to watch. I think haven't got we haven't seen a trailer for it yet, but maybe we'll the film comes out in November, so maybe we'll get like a trailer pretty soon. Who knows? But anyway. All right, coming in at number 11, I'm gonna go with Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, this movie is of course directed by Jason Reitman, whose father Ivan Reitman directed the first two Ghostbusters film. You got Finn Wolfhard's in this, Paul Rudd, Mechanic Grace, Carrie Coon's in this. I mean, the trailers have looked really decent. And they actually did have a screening at CinemaCon, and lots of people praised this movie very well, and lots of people really enjoyed it. So yeah, it's now pretty popular there. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to check this one out. Come on, we got a little version of the puffy marshmallow man, so that should be interesting right there. So yeah, hopefully this thing doesn't get delayed again, because I am really pumped for this one. All right, now coming in the top 10. All right, coming in at number 10, I'm gonna go Wes Anderson's film The French Dispatch. Now the cast in this, you got Timothy Chalamet, you got Francis McDormand, you got oh wait, is Francis McDormand in this? I don't think she is. I mean, you got Saoirse Sharon, you got Elizabeth Moss, you got Adrian Brody, Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, Liam Shriver's in this, William Dafoe. The list goes on and on. It definitely looks terrific. Possibly is in black and white, so there's that too. Uh, Wes Anderson movies, he believe it or not, the French Dispatch is not even coming out until October, and he's already set for his next film coming next year. So, talking about how fast Wes Anderson does when it comes to films. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to check this one out. It actually got some really good reviews over at the Cannes Film Festival, so this thing could definitely be an Oscar contender. So super hyped for this one. All right, coming in at number 9, I'm gonna go with a film called Red Rocket. Now, I believe this actually premiered at the Cannes Film Festival, if I'm not mistaken. And now, one reason I'm looking forward to check out Red Rocket is because of the director. The director is, of course, Sean Baker, whose last movie was, of course, the Florida Project, which I really enjoyed. He also did Tangerine, which was really decent. And this film, of course, stars Simon Rex, who you might know as the character of George from Scary Movie 3. And here's what Red Rocket is about. Red Rocket stars Simon Rex as Mikey Saber, a washed-up porn star who returns to his small Texas hometown, even though no one really wants him back. So yeah, I mean, this could be interesting. Reviews have been pretty decent. Sean Baker is a really cool director, so I'm definitely really intrigued to check this one out. All right, coming in at number 8, I'm gonna go with Dune. Of course, this also has Timothy Chalamet in it. It's directed by Denis Villeneuve. Uh, is based on a is of course based on an iconic novel there too. So Denis Villeneuve is one heck of a filmmaker. I mean, whether it's Prisoners, Arrival, Blade Runner 2049, he's made some really solid movies over the years. And the cast list in this, you got Timothy Chalamet, you got Zendaya, Dave Bautista, Jason Momoa, Oscar Isaac. You also got Rebecca Ferguson. I mean, the list goes on and on. The cast in this is just insane. The effects looks cool, looks entertaining. Definitely, this is definitely gonna be the sci-fi film of the year. Mark my words. And of course, the original Dune, the David Lynch version, is an iconic one in its own part. So there's that too. All right, coming in at number seven, I'm gonna go with Nightmare Alley. Now, of course, this is directed by Guillermo del Toro, whose film Pinocchio was also on my list at one point, but looks like that's not coming out until next year. But Nightmare Alley, speaking of Bradley Cooper, this also stars Bradley Cooper, and it's about a corrupt con man who teams up with a female psychiatrist to trick people into giving them money. This is supposed to be very hard R rated. You got Bradley Cooper, Kate Blanchett, Rooney Mara, William Dafoe, Ron Perlman, Para Anderson, Hope McNally. I mean, this definitely sounds intriguing. It is also a remake of a 1940s film, so there's that too. So yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be a horror film too, and could it get some Oscar love? I don't know. Oscars are not really too pleasant when it comes to horror, but hey, Guillermo del Toro's last movie was Shape of Water, and that, of course, won the Oscar for Best Pictures, and Guillermo del Toro won his first Oscar for that. So I don't know. We'll see how good this thing will do. All right. Also coming in at number six, we got Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, I probably could have had this a little higher, but the top five films, I'm actually more excited to be honest with you. But I'm still looking forward to checking this one out. I'm still hoping we get Andrew Garfield and Tom McGuire in this. It is really cool that we are getting Alfred Molina back as Doctor Octopus. That trailer really, I just really enjoyed that trailer. I know that trailer for No Way Home was super awesome. You also got Zendaya in this too. Uh, this is supposed to set up the multiverse, so there's that as well. You got Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. William Dafoe is supposed to be coming back as the Green Goblin. There's loads of other rumors, like there is actually rumors about Thomas Hayden Church possibly coming back as Sandman now. So could be really cool. I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. I do love the Spider-Man movies. They are really cool. They are entertaining. So cannot wait to see where they're going to take this new Spider-Man film at. All right, coming in at number five, I'm going to go with House of Gucci. Now, between this and Ridley Scott's other movie, The Last Duel, I'm probably more excited for House of Gucci, to be honest with you. And it's, of course, about the eternal marriage and divorce of Patricia and Moroso Gucci, who the head of the Gucci fashion house lets you murder here. You got the likes of Lady Gaga. You got Adam Driver, a very unrecognizable Jared Leto. Al Pacino's in this. You got Jeremy Irons, Jack Houston, Salma Hayek. I mean, the list goes on and on. It looks so good. After that trailer that they dropped not so long ago, I'm more excited for this movie. It definitely has like Oscar. You can definitely feel this movie is aiming for that Oscar. Maybe late this. Well, I don't know. Maybe Lady Gaga will get her Oscar due after losing out to A Star Is Born. So who knows? But yeah, this movie looks so amazing. I don't know much about the Gucci story to be honest, yet, but hey, I always do love me a good true story, and this could be really true. All right. Coming in at number four, I'm gonna go with Don't Look Up. Now, of course, Don't Look Up is pretty much a Netflix film, uh, and it's directed by Adam McKay about these two low-level astronomers who must go on a giant meteor tour to warn mankind of an approaching comet that will destroy planet Earth. Here, this film has an ensemble cast. You got the here's who's supposed to be in this film: Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, Chris Evans, Kate Blanchett, Meryl Streep, Ariana Grande, Himesh Patel, Matthew Perry, Kid Cudi, Jonah Hill, Tyler Perry, Ron Perlman, Mark Rollins, Gina Gershon, Micah Chiklis, Melanie Linsky, Ross Partridge. The list goes on. I mean, this is a really cool cast here, and it is of course directed by Adam McKay, who is best known for movies like the Anchorman movies. He gave us The Big Short, Vice. So they didn't really drop an actual trailer yet, but they did drop like a little teaser for it, and it does look good intriguing. So I mean, you got Meryl Streep as a president, so that could be interesting, guys. So yeah, I'm definitely super excited for this film. I mean, to be honest, it sounds like a comedy version of Deep Impact. I don't know why I'm getting a bit of a Deep Impact vibe for this. You know, like if Deep Impact was a comedy, because I'm guessing this is gonna be more of a comedy here. All right, coming in at number three, I'm gonna go Halloween Kills. I mean, that's definitely my anticipated horror film of the year. A Fallout 2 2018's Halloween, which I really enjoyed. Michael Myers is by far one of my favorite horror villains there is. You got Jamie Lee Curtis coming back. You got loads of other iconic characters like you got Lindsay Wallace coming back. You got Tommy Doyle's in this, who's of course being portrayed by Anthony Michael Hall, who I can't wait to see there. Of course, we got Halloween Ends coming out next year, so we got you. Really, we got Halloween movies back to back here. But yeah, I'm so much excited for this. It definitely really piques my interest. Looks intriguing, so hopefully it'll be decent. All right, coming in at number two, I'm gonna go with the Many States of Newark. Now, this is of course, Many States of Newark is actually a prequel to The Sopranos. You got Michael Gandolfini playing the role of Tony Soprano. And if you guys don't know, Michael Gandolfini is actually the son of late Tony Soprano actor James Gandolfini. I mean, let's be real, The Sopranos is obviously one of the greatest TV dramas of all time. So doing some sort of prequel to it definitely piques my interest. You got Ray Liotta coming back to the gangster genre. You got loads of other folks like Alessandro Nivola. You got Vera Farmiga. Uh, like I said, Ray Liotta. I mean, what a really cool cast here. So I'm definitely super hyped for this one. All right, now my number one anticipated film of the rest of the year is actually West Side Story. Now, of course, this is a remake of the iconic 1960s version, which is based on a Broadway musical. But I'm more excited for this because of the director. I mean, it is directed by Steven Spielberg. I mean, anything Steven Spielberg directs, I'm excited in a heartbeat. His next movie, by the way, coming next year is actually a movie about his childhood, which I think that sounds really intriguing. And this definitely looks interesting. I mean, of course, we got a trailer not so long ago. It even stars the original West Side Story actress Rhea Moreno, who of course won an Oscar for playing uh, for the original. You got loads of really cool cast members, like you got Armie Hammer Jr. himself, Ansel Elgort. You got Rachel Zegler, who's of course going to be seen as Snow White. You also got Ariana DeBose, who I thought was terrific in the prom last year. Like I said, Rima Morales is supposed to be in this too. Maddie Ziegler is also in this. I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. I mean, the year has been really solid with musicals. We just of course just had we of course had In the Heights, Dear Evan Hansen, Coming to Apple. We got that Come for Away thing. Cyrenos coming out. So of course we got the new Cinderella movie coming. So talk about like this might be the best year for musicals since 2007 in my opinion. But and it is also Steven Spielberg's first musical, which is insane to believe. I mean, the guy's done sci-fi, he's done horror, he's done action, he's even done comedy, true stories. I cannot believe he's never done a musical before. That's just I'm trying to wrap my head around that one. But anyway, I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. Hopefully it'll be decent. Hopefully it doesn't suffer like it doesn't suffer because of Ansel Elgort, because if you guys don't know, there Ansel Elgort has been in the news for some not so good stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully this movie will be decent. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do a quick rundown. 20 Cyrano, 19 Macbeth, 18 Dear Evan Hansen, 17 Cry Macho, 16 King Richard, 15 Being the Ricardos, 14 Marvel's The Eternals, 13 No Time to Die, 12 Soggy Bottom, 11 Ghostbusters Afterlife, 10 The French Dispatch, 9 Red Rocket, 8 Dune, 7 Nightmare Alley, 6 Spider-Man No Way Home, 5 House of Gucci, 4 Don't Look Up, 3 Halloween Kills, 2 The Many States of Newark, and number one is of course West Side Story. Now there's loads of other movies I probably could have added as well. Let me pull up some of the other films coming out this year. Of course, we do still got Shang-Chi coming out, which comes out this week. Um, other films coming out. Let's see what else we got here. Malignant looks really intriguing. We got Cop Shop, Blue Bio, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. We we got the Adams Family sequel coming. We got other film Titanies. Looks really intriguing, weird but intriguing. Lamb. We got Venom Let There Be Carnage. I was actually gonna choose between Spider-Man or Venom, but I'm actually more excited for Spider-Man than Venom, to be honest. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Bergman Island. We got that nun film, Benetta, Wayne. We got Jackass Forever, Ron's Gone Wrong. We got Antlers, Last Night in Soho. We got Red Notice, Passing, Belfast, Home Sweet Home Again, Home Sweet Home Alone, The Power of the Dog, Bruise. We got Top Gun Maverick, Chateau. Uh, let's see what else. The Hand of God, Flea, Wolf, Bonds of Action, The Lost Daughter. I mean, the list goes on and on. This year is going to be as if nothing gets delayed or anything like that. But as of right now, this year looks pretty solid so far. Anyway, let me lead you guys. What are some of your anticipated movies coming in the rest of the year? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Cineno signing out.